Hi and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited about today's vlog because I had a good friend reach out to me and ask me if I would do a vlog about confidence, how to find it and all that kind of good stuff. And I thought, this is a great question for the vlog. So I put together some notes. So if you see me looking down, of course, y'all know I'm always looking at my notes when I do that. So let's just jump right on in. And so here are 7 steps to finding confidence. So self-confident people are admired by others, and they tend to see their lives in a positive light even when things aren't going so great. It comes down to one simple question. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect anybody else to believe in you? And that's something that you really need to think about. So let's jump right on into our 7 steps. So number 1, know what you want out of life. In order to have self-confidence, you have to get to know yourself better. Go exploring. Face some of your fears. Let me put a pin right here. I highly, highly encourage you guys to start facing your fears. And you can do that by picking one small thing that will take you out of your comfort zone. Do it. And you know what? If it's whether it's a success or you fail at it, it's okay. You stepped out of your comfort zone to do it. And then go and pick something else. And then pick something else. And before you know it, you will build up your confidence. But until you step outside of your comfort zone, you're never going to build up your confidence. So when you know more about who you are and what you want out of life, and not what other people say you want, then and only then will you have more confidence in yourself and what you want to do. If you don't remember anything else I tell you today, I need you to remember that. When you know who you are and what you want out of life, not what your mom and daddy want, not what your aunties and your uncles want, or your grandmother or your co-workers, your close friends. It's not about them. It's what do you want. And so I found this quote that I thought was really, really fitting. It says, know yourself and you will win all battles. And that's by Sun Tzu. I guess that's how you say the last name. And there's another quote that says, the way to develop self-confidence is to do the thing that you fear. And I just talked about that. And that quote is by Jennings Bryan. Number 2, think and act positive. Change the way you think about things and how you view your life and your situation. You have to let go of negative thoughts, or you will never find the confidence that you're looking for. Fixing the way you think is just half the problem. You also have to act in a positive manner. Stop telling yourself you can't do something and start telling yourself that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You will start to see a big difference in your confidence level. Let me tell y'all something. I never tell myself that I can't do something. I may say, now, Michelle, it's going to be a little difficult. Or, Michelle, you're going to have to work your butt off to achieve it. But I never tell myself that I can't do anything. And I promise you, I never allow other people to tell me what I can and cannot do. Be positive, even if you're not feeling it. Stop focusing on the problems in your life and instead begin to focus on the solutions and making positive changes. And here's 2 more quotes. The world has the habit of making room for the man whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going. That's powerful. And that's by Napoleon Hill. And once we believe in ourselves, we can risk curiosity, wonder, spontaneous delight, or any experience that reveals the human spirit. And that is by E. E. Cummings. Number 3, kill negative thoughts. Be mindful of the thoughts that you have about yourself. This is key. Sometimes you are your worst enemy because of the negative thoughts that you have about you or about your situation. You are not the thing that has happened to you. You are your biggest enemy. Let me say that one more time because I love that. You are not the thing that has happened to you. I can't stress that enough. If your marriage didn't work out, or your relationship didn't work out, a business opportunity didn't come through, or, if life happens and you lose everything, you are not the things that happen to you. Those are things that have happened, yes, but you're better than that. You can pick yourself back up and you can move on from it. You are your biggest enemy. So here's a quote: "Whatever we expect with confidence becomes our own self-fulfilling prophecy." And that's by Brian Tracy. Number 4, set small goals and achieve them. Go after goals you know you can achieve, and when you accomplish that goal or those goals, set the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. You get where I'm going with this, right? The more goals you achieve, the more confident you will become. Set small bars, set small goals. I was getting ready to say set the bar low, and pick a goal that you know that you can accomplish. You know, this is what this reminds me of is when I go to compete, and the first attempt, no matter what it is, squat, bench, or deadlift, that first attempt that and mind you, I don't know what my numbers are. My coach gives the numbers to the people at the table, so I have no idea what the number is, because they give you the number in kilograms, I believe it is. So I would have to try to do the math to convert it into pounds. But anyway, I never know what that number is going to be. And to be honest with you, I don't need to know, because when I know, I overthink it, and that just shuts me down. So that first attempt, like I said, on the squat, the bench, or the deadlift, it's a number that my coach knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that I can get. Period. It might be opening up with 225 on my squat, because he knows I'm going to get that. And then the second attempt, it's another number that he knows that I can get, but I may have to put out just a little bit more for it. That third attempt is a number that I've got to really, really reach for. I got to reach for that. But he knows that I can do it. If I, set up big, get my air, I'm tight, he knows that I can do it, but I got to really reach to get it. So I said all that to say that, set small goals that you know that you can achieve, and then build upon those goals and make them a little bit more difficult as you go along. And the quotes that I found for this: having once decided to achieve a certain task, achieve it at all costs, of tedium and distaste. The gain and self-confidence of having accomplished a tiresome labor is immense. And this is by Thomas A. Bennett. And then nothing builds self-esteem and self-confidence like accomplishment, by Thomas Carlyle. Number 5, stay away from negative people. You may need to look at your inner circle and weed out those individuals that are not adding value to your life. Let me say that one more time. You need to look at your inner circle. And if you have people in your inner circle that add no value to your life, you need to remove them. And then, I've said this before. I'm not saying you can't love them. I'm not saying you can't even break bread with them or maybe take in a movie, but they don't need to be in your inner circle because they add no value. And chances are, sometimes they are the negative people. And see, they're in your ear. You can't have anybody in your ear that's spewing negativity. You just can't. So you would be surprised at how much better you'll feel not having them around you. Here's a great quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, and it simply says, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I have lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do." Let me say that one more time. You must do the thing that you think you cannot do, because that's the thing that you actually can do. And then I found this other quote by Douglas Bader. It says, "Don't listen to anyone who tells you that you can't do this or that. That's nonsense. Make up your mind. You'll never use crutches or a stick. Then have a go at everything. Go to school. Join in all the games you can. Go anywhere you want to, but never let them persuade you that things are too difficult or impossible." And I can't stress that enough. Number 6, find confidence by changing your body language and your image. Just the simple act of pulling your shoulders back, and you notice how I set up a little bit more. I do find myself kind of crouching over sometimes because I'm reading my notes. But just sitting up tall with your shoulders back, your chest is lifted, your head is up, that makes you look confident, even if you really aren't. But you can fake it till you make it on some things. Make up your mind you'll never use, I'm sorry, wait a minute, whoa, number 6. Just the simple act of pulling your shoulders back gives others the impression that you are a confident person. Smiling will not only make you feel better, but will make others feel more comfortable around you. While you're at it, get a makeover. Have you ever been around somebody that makes you feel so uncomfortable because they act so awkward and so weird because they have no confidence in themselves? That's a disturbing feeling. So even if I'm not feeling confident, guess what? You would never ever know it because I carry myself as if I am. Now, I love the whole get a makeover. And I can share this with you guys. I remember quite a few years back now, I had my first breakup. Oh my goodness, I thought life was going to end, but it didn't. So I had my first breakup, and I mean, it was really, really difficult. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to pick myself up and keep moving. Y'all, I got some color put in my hair. I really hit the gym, lost some weight, got a couple of tattoos, and life was great. And so here's the quote that goes with that. Never bend your heart. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the face. And that's by Helen Keller. And number 7, never accept failure. There is a solution to everything, so why would you want to throw in the towel? Succeeding through great adversity is a huge confidence booster. If you're consistently bashing yourself and saying you're not good enough, aren't attractive enough, aren't smart enough, and so on, just remember that you become what you consistently think about. What are you doing? I'm sorry, y'all. My child just walked in the room. Let me go back and read that again because that's very powerful. Succeeding through great adversity is a huge confidence booster. If you are consistently bashing yourself and saying you're not good enough, you aren't attractive enough, you aren't smart enough, and so on, just remember that you become what you constantly think about. And you know, as I read that, I thought about Whitney Houston. I thought about how she never thought she was pretty enough or good enough. And I thought, oh my God, is this woman serious? And of course, I found all this out on the day of her funeral. And I just thought that was very interesting to have this beautiful woman go through life thinking she wasn't pretty enough or beautiful enough or good enough. You know, it's such an unfortunate thing. But like I said, the thing that you think about the most, you become. So if you think of yourself as being nothing, not good enough for anything, you never will be. So think positive thoughts all the time. Okay, so here's your bonus. Failure won't kill you. Okay? Failure won't kill you. Just know that failure will pass. It's not the end of the world. You know, sometimes when we try to do things and it doesn't work out, we seem to lose our confidence. But guess what? Did it kill you? No, it didn't, right? So guess what? You learn from what didn't work well, and then you try it again, changing those things that didn't work well. But it's not going to kill you. And I found these 2 quotes that I wanted to share with you. This one is by Alan H. Newharth, and it says, "I quit being afraid when my first venture failed and the sky didn't fall down." When I read that, y'all, I'm sorry, my eye is itching. I had to share that. Let me say it one more time. I quit being afraid when my first venture failed and the sky didn't fall down. And it goes back to what I said, failure won't kill you. And the second quote by Dale Carnegie, "Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy." Okay? And so your takeaway from this vlog is this. You must believe in yourself. If you've ever wondered how to find confidence, you've got to believe in yourself. That's it in a nutshell. You've got to believe in yourself. So let me do a quick recap, and then I promise I'll let you be. So we talked about how to find confidence. First thing, know what you want out of life. Number 2, think and act positive. Number 3, kill negative thoughts. Number 4, set small goals and achieve them. Number 5, stay away from negative people. I can't stress that enough. Number 6, find confidence by changing your body language and your image. Number 7, never accept failure. Your bonus, because y'all know I love giving bonuses, was failure won't kill you. So if your business fails, your job opportunity fails, maybe you fail in school, it's not going to kill you. You can dust yourself off and you can try it again. But don't let that steal your confidence. Because, I guess in the long run it can. Well, for some people, not for others. But for those of you that suffer with not having confidence in yourself, I'm here to tell you, if you follow these steps, I promise you, your confidence level will go through the roof. And again, your takeaway from this vlog is you have to believe in yourself. See, I always tell people that I can believe in them. I can believe in them from the time the sun comes up until the time it goes down. But if they don't believe in themselves, it doesn't do any good. It really doesn't. So you have to believe in you. Okay? But I'm always going to be your biggest cheerleader. I'm always going to encourage you, and I'm always going to believe in you. But I need you to believe in you. Stop thinking negative, because remember what I said. The things that you think about the most is what you become. So if you think about failing, guess what? You'll become a failure. If you think about winning, you'll become a winner. Let that sink in. So that is our vlog for this week. And for the individual that asked that question, I hope this helps you out a great deal. If not, you can always call me. I am a certified life coach. And before I forget, if you saw my catch up with me video this week, I talked about the fact that I'm putting together a mastermind group. And this group will be a minimum of 8 people and a maximum of 10. That's all I can take, because I don't want the group to get too big. And it's going to be really great. We'll have, it's a 6-month, a 6-month course. As of right now, it's a 6-month. I was thinking I may break it down into 3, just because I don't want it to drag on too long. But as of right now, it's going to be a 6-month course. It's going to be $150, and you can break it up and pay it $25 a month, or you can pay the whole thing outright. It's up to you. And I think it's going to be a really great group of like-minded people. And there's some rules that go along with that. You have to be coachable. You have to be open and willing to change. I ask that you be a part of change for other people in the group, in terms of providing them with some good advice, any issues that they may have as we go along this journey together. There will be a Facebook group. That's how we will communicate. It'll be a private group just for those 8 people or 10 people in that group. And I'll be doing 2 videos a month that you will receive by email. And there's going to be homework, because every week you're going to have an assignment, you guys. So you will really get your $150 worth of my coaching and of my time. And of course, for those of you that may need one-on-ones, we can, talk about setting that up as well. So I hope I answered the question such that it made it very clear to you on how you can find your confidence. And if you have confidence and you find it's leaving you, hopefully this will help you in that situation as well. So I just thank you guys so much. For those of you that hang in there with me day in and day out, week in and week out, thank you so very much for being a part of my channel. If you're new to my channel, you stumbled across this channel by accident, thank you so much for giving me some of your time. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you have a question that you want me to answer, you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comment section, that's fine. You can simply email it to me at coachingwithmichelle, that's 2 L's, A, @gmail.com, and I will leave my information in the description box. And I would love to do a vlog answering your questions. I never, ever, ever reveal who asked the question unless, you say it's okay to mention your name. I never reveal that because when you watch this video, you know who I'm talking to, right? Or you know that you're the one that asked that question. So, again, I hope this helped a great deal. Until our next vlog, I love you guys so much. Take care and we'll chat soon.